Curse me. Why do you wanna hurt me?
Familiar. Jack Doherty, who has gone viral more times than I can count. He's been famous on YouTube. I think he even went on Dr. Phil. He's been on YouTube since he was like 12 years old, and I do think he's one of the best cases we have of the internet deep frying somebody's brain. He's just content brain consistently. He's the guy that he crashed his McLaren, and he had the guy recording. Like, the guy was just like in a daze, still whiplash. You don't even know what's going on with him. And then he bought him like a jet ski after him. He was like, yo, make sure to record me. He's like, yo, we just crashed. This is crazy content. It's like, dog, what the hell is going on here? But he's an OF, the popular 50 Cent song, PIMP. On top of that, he also is an OF distributor himself. Now, we're not calling these people an OF creator. An OF distributor himself, baiting rainbow men because his brother is into that, and they do stuff together. Yes, it's crazy. And people just generally...
What? Nigga, what?
Really don't like him, not even for those reasons. Well, for the McLaren reason, that's one of them, but because of his behavior and how he treats other people. Now, Jack Doherty's only ever treated me fine. He's a polite kid, I will say, and I told him, this guy has no soul. Like, soul, conscience, things like that, he's just void of that. I wouldn't say he's a psychopath, but maybe more sociopathic, certainly. Narcissist? Probably. If we're just armchair psychology right now, we're just throwing things out there. Yeah, for sure, narcissism. But I wouldn't say he's a manipulative guy. Like, he's not... You're not going to be surprised by the actions of Jack Doherty. So I wouldn't consider him manipulative. What you see is...
The thing is with all of these things is like, I think just society as a whole, like people in society as a whole are just so intrigued by the whole entire sort of the rise of the online character and then its demise. His slow demise where all the medication and all the attention and all the notifications and comments sort of crush the brain down into its most, palatable form of this tiny essence of what the person used to be, you know what I mean? Like, since 12 years old, this nigga has been on the internet getting all this flack since 12. And now he's like, what, 21, 22? And he's not even, you can't even say that like Jack Doherty's having a midlife crisis yet. You can't even say that. But yet the man already, in his mind, everything that he does is for the views. So that you're never gonna get a genuine moment out of him. Everything is always gonna be like, yo, can we clip that? Can we do this? Can we do that? It's like, bro, come on. This man is like the epitome of gonzo journalism. If it was ever embodied into the soul of a human.
What you get. But he ran into Canel Joseph, who is one of the funniest up-and-coming streamers around, just massive YouTuber in general. But he's been streaming for years, but he's been a little bit more active now. And he was being interviewed by this girl, Grace. Grace is one of Jack Doherty's, I wouldn't say concubines, because I don't think he's cracking her. At least not unless anything's changed in the past 2 years. But I would say she's one of his serfs. She defends him. It's like the Knight's Guard, right? For Khaleesi. Something like that. Well, he's not Khaleesi, but, she's like the Knight's Guard for him. I wouldn't consider her a nobleman for him, but yeah, she serves him. Makes him...
I see using all this night lingo.
All the money, and she gets her cut, and she rolls around with him, part of his crew. And then this happens, and I'm going to play you guys the clip right now.
Oh, yeah, what are your thoughts on Jack Doherty? Why?
Because it's Jack Doherty, bro. He's a bro. If he doesn't have no security, bro, he's... Where's he at? Is he behind me? Where's he at?
Would you pull up on him?
I would pull up on him, but like no security, like I'll pull up on him. I'll pull up on him. Where's he at?
I'm not telling you.
You have this girl walking around saying, what would you do for Jack Doherty, all this stuff? Bro, no one...
And what you say?
And I said the same thing I'm doing right now.
You said I'm
in your face right now.
Boy,
I'm trying to fight you though. There's no point. I'm not that mad. But I'm in your face though.
You wouldn't touch me.
I'm just saying.
You wouldn't touch me.
No, I'm not gonna fight you. What does that get? That's what you need. That's what you need.
You're a baby. You would not be.
I'm a baby.
But I know for a fact.
Bro, his security is right there, and Jack. Everybody knows. First of all, Jack Doherty's like six. Nigga, how you gonna say that Jack Doherty's 6 feet? He's not 6 feet anything. Sorry, my bad. My brain is just as cooked as Jack's. Okay, the nigga Jack Doherty is like 5'4", bro. On God, like if I'm being generous, 5'6". If he's got on some nice Timbs, he's like 5'7". Okay, quit playing games out here, Jack. Quit acting quit acting hard when security's there, bro. Act hard when it's just you and mans. Pause.
You wouldn't put your hands on me.
So Jack Doherty already wasn't having the greatest time at TwitchCon. He kind of showed he is the bane of most people's... He's an eyesore for most people, not because of his appearance, but it's just barely anybody likes him. That's the problem. And the people that are around him because of money or clout, and they talk badly behind his back, and they say like, nah, dude, if that guy was down, we would not be around him, etc. And it's just it's kind of sad. But so he got like Neon. He didn't show up to Neon's party. He got like kicked out of Neon's party, or he wasn't allowed in to Neon's party. And I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Damn. Oh, have a good time in San Diego. All right, there, buddy. What did I do, bro? Why is he tripping so hard? Damn. Neon's a baby. Tell Neon to come outside now. Now he needs to come outside. Now it's on site. What's good, bro? What are you doing? Hey, all you girls. And so, all you guys, you. No, little skinny jean wearing. You. No, you. You. They're holding us captive. We want the smoke. Yo, relax, or people are coming, you face. Don't trap me in a sprinter van, idiot. Don't do that, you stupid.
What's up with this nigga, bro? What is up with this nigga Jack Doherty right now, my nigga?
So yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Him and Neon have some history. So Neon met his former girlfriend, Sam Frank, through Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty and Sam Frank were besties, best friends, since they were like, what, 10, 11 years old? And he got her into OF. She quit OF. She's doing the streamer, I Found Jesus, the whole spiel now.
Nigga, what?
So he met her through Jack, and then they had like some static from way back then, like 2+ years ago. 2 years ago, I would say 2023. They had some issues then. And now, of course, like Jack is upset, Neon's up. Neon is for sure more up than Jack in terms of clout points, right? We don't know these people's bank accounts and money. Jack, the one thing that Jack's got, he's got that bread. So his chick's there. If his chick stayed at the party and Jack wasn't allowed in, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say too. I was like, it looks as though Jack's entire clique just rolled up into the bit. You know what I mean? And like Jack had to stay outside. Like, yo, they went to Neon's party still. But, yo, you guys are so weird. You guys are so strange, bro. It's like the whole people online, on the internet, and like on Instagram, and just the entire social media world as a whole. Like, it's as though y'all want to just relive this entire vendetta of high school. Like, who's popular, who's dating who, who's with who, who's crushing with who. It's like it's as though most of these people's intelligence has never surpassed that level of thinking of like, yo, we're all still in high school type. You know, yo, this is so strange. I don't even know what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna see y'all because I don't move like this. I don't move like this.
But anyway, he gets into this interaction with Canel that I'm gonna play you guys right now.
Oh, hey, we got you're gonna get banned on your main income maker right there.
Twitch? Twitch is not my main income.
Well, then talk to me, do something.
Why are you stuttering? You nervous? Can I touch your heart?
Yeah, you should.
Damn! Why you nervous? Why you nervous? Yeah, he's nervous. No.
Let's cloud him like a full-on cartoon character, bro. Why do you have to do that to him?
I'm late for lunch.
This is the problem with Jack. He's enticing the like he doesn't try to be likable, and I think he believes that, yo, if I just have money and I like talk trash and I'm safe because I pay security, then I'm gonna be fine. And yeah, you're fine, but nobody's ever going to like you. Like, imagine, you know how you might have certain people like doctors or teachers, and they're like let's say you know a teacher, maybe you dated a teacher or something, and then she shows up and she's like, oh, you know, like there's this one kid, he's just always doing this and that, and complains about him. Like, someone is always complaining about that one person at their job. Now imagine your job is to be security for one guy, and you're complaining about that one guy. Like, when people ask you about your job, you're like, yeah, man, it pays well, but dude, this punk kid, this guy's, sometimes I wish I could just hang him over, like do him like Suge Knight did some people, and just hang him over a balcony and just shake some sense into him. But he pays well, so, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. So Jack here, he's trying to antagonize, because Canel is hilarious. And Canel also, he just got robbed for like 15 bands. He ended up getting his 15 bands back, but some kid at the house stole his 15 bands. And before the kid even stole 15 bands, he did something disrespectful where Canel was like, all right, now we got to throw hands about that. So Canel is down to throw some hands. He put on boxing gloves and everything. What that kid did was very disrespectful. I talked about that in a separate video. I may or may not remember to link it in the pinned comment, but it's a funny story. You guys got to watch that one. So Canel is down for whatever. And he doesn't play tough guy. He's just a funny guy. And you do not want to go back and forth with a funny guy. Like, somebody that's funny, I'm always hitting them with the, yeah, man, you're right. Nah, yeah, for sure. Listen, I'm not funny. I'm not a comedian. I do not make people laugh. I'm on some, like, yo, if someone has all of that, listen, I'm not going back and forth with you. We can't.
Shit. The funny guy is dangerous because he's got words. The funny guy is dangerous because he's smart and witty, bro. That's it. That's really what it's about. The funny guy is smart, and like, that's his whole thing. And you know what's crazy about Jack is, like, a lot of the like his whole entire essence is essentially that. It's like the guy who talks mad smack when he's got security with him, but as soon as the money runs out, because you know Jack ain't moving his finances like that. Soon as the money ran out with Jack, everything ran out. The hoes, the parties, whatever the case might be, it's all gone. This is what I always try to tell y'all when it comes to all this. It's like this whole like clout chasing, I want to be, you know, in the limelight type stuff. It's not real, bro. None of it is real. Everything is who are you in the moment. Perfect example of this is who's that football player? You know what I mean? That one football player that played for Texas State, and then, you know, his name is, I can't remember his name. Okay, it doesn't matter. What matters though is this idea of like being famous and then sort of blowing up and having this clout and then losing it all or whatever. It's like no one wants to build these genuine relationships. You know what I mean? I was rich, went broke, and got rich again. And throughout that whole entire process, the real ones in my life were there throughout the whole process. I got like 5 real ones. You know what I mean? That's it. I ain't hanging out, sitting around with 45 different people, this type and the whoop de wop. Nah, it's like I'm telling y'all niggas right now on the real. It's like, yo, boom. Y'all gotta stop with this whole clout thing and just try to be as genuine as possible to the most realist people as possible. You don't need 1,000 hoes, bro. You just need one good girl. That's it. Shout out to Kanye. I'm out of this bed, bruh.